Hello, my name is Brian Herron, and I'm the GIS Program Coordinator for Planning and Development here at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Today I'm going to show you how to use the 7460 planning tool for determining latitude, longitude, and elevation for points that you need to enter into the FAA Form 7460-1. The tool is a web map that's hosted in the airport's ArcGIS Online environment. And it's free to use for anybody who needs to do a 7460 submittal here at the airport. To begin, when you open the tool, you'll see the splash page before you that gives you some basic information about the web map, to include a link to this video when it's complete, and links to contact the 7460 program manager, and a link to get a hold of me if you have any questions or issues about how to use this web tool. If you frequently use the tool, you can just go ahead and click the do not show this splash screen again link and you won't see this again, but I'll leave it unchecked for this demonstration. You can just click OK to move past it, and the web map opens up, and what you see in the web map is two layers. First is the airport's high-resolution 2015 aerial image, and overlaid on top of it is our 1-foot contour elevation dataset. These are the two tools that our 7460 management group uses to QC and check the 7460s that you submit. So if you're using the same data they're using, the odds are you're gonna fly right through this process, determining the latitude, longitude, and elevations with no problems. Let's speak just a minute about the tools that are available in the map. So if you're on a desktop, you can navigate into the map, zoom in, zoom out, pan left, right, up, or down simply by using your mouse, as I'm doing here on my desktop. Zoom in, zoom out. If you're on a laptop and you do not have a mouse, over on the left hand side down the edge of the map, you'll see a plus button, a minus button, a home button, and these left and right arrows are extents buttons. So you can click the plus to zoom in, the minus to zoom out. The home button will take you back to the original extents of the map. And let me zoom in here just a bit. The extents button will take you to the previous extent. So it extents back, extents forward. In addition, there's a link at the top of the map in the title that takes you to the FAA Form 7460. This takes you right to the FAA's website. It will open the 7460 form in PDF format for you to fill out. And there's also a link to this video. And we will probably add additional links over time as more important information comes our way. At the bottom of the map in the center, you're going to see a series of tools that you'll use to determine latitude and longitude. But in addition, we also give you the ability to do drawings or markups on the map using the draw tool set. You'll be able to measure points, areas, and distances using the measurement tools. And you'll be able to print your map when you're done, in case you want to use this as an addendum to the 7460 that you're going to submit. If you just want to view the aerial image, you can click the layer list and turn off the elevation contours. Now, I said this is a high resolution aerial image. It will allow you to zoom down to a scale of about 1 to 100. And the image is processed in such a way that it actually works very well on a mobile device like a tablet or a smartphone, and you can actually open and use this web tool on a tablet or a smartphone in the field if you'd like. So Let's begin by determining the latitude, longitude, and elevation of a point on the ground. And let's say, for example, we're looking at concourse T south, and you need to submit a 7460 for a crane that you're going to put right around this location here, right at the end of this aircraft parking outline stripe right here. Well, to begin with, let's make sure your elevation contours are turned on, because you're going to need those in just a moment to determine your elevation. But to select your latitude and longitude, you're going to go down and start with the measurement tool. Click the button and the measurement tool window opens up, and you're going to want to use the select location tool. So click the select location button. You come over here to the pull down and select degrees, minutes, and seconds, and then go over to the map and click on the point, and it returns your latitude and longitude. Now remember, the FAA wants to see latitude and longitude as degrees, minutes, and seconds, which is how you're seeing it here, and they want digits 2 places past the decimal point. So your latitude value is actually 33 degrees, 38 minutes, 24.32 seconds. And the same for longitude is 84 degrees, 26 minutes, 31.8, you can round up, 0.81 seconds. The latitude value is what you'll enter into line 9 on the 7460 form. The longitude value is what you'll add to line 10 on the 7460 form. Now, unfortunately, you can't copy and paste these values into the form. You're going to have to actually manually type these in. So I recommend you have the form open in a separate window so you can just, type the values you see here. The other thing to be aware of is if you were to click again anywhere on the map, that value goes away and the value for the new point that you clicked appears. So make sure you basically stay on and copy the point values before you move to another point. They don't persist. There's no way to save them permanently inside this map window. The other thing to think about is what happens if you dropped your point and you forgot to click the degrees, minutes, and seconds. By default, it provides values in decimal degrees. It's real simple. You just click the pull down, change it to degrees, minutes, and seconds, and those are the values that you need. Now, what about elevation? Well, the way you determine elevation is to simply look for the closest contour line in yellow and trace it down, and you'll see the elevation value in feet along the contour line. So that is the contour value that you want to enter into line 16, which is your site elevation in the 7460 form. Okay, so that's it for determining latitude, longitude, and elevation. Let's say you wanted to add some graphics to this to indicate the crane location, and perhaps save it and submit it as an addendum to the 7460 submittal. You'll want to open up the draw palette. Now the draw palette can be a little tricky. One of the requirements is that you set all of the values for the symbols and the text before you actually click on the map to place it. So let's say I want to add a point here where I'm going to set the crane, and I'm going to click and select the point draw mode, and in here I have a symbol set that I can choose from, and this is really yours to pick from, but this is all that's available to you. There's no way to bring other symbology into this environment. However, you can change some of the values for the symbol that you're going to use. So for example, I've selected the circle. I don't like the color on the inside. I like something a little lighter, so I can click the color bar here, and I like it. I like yellow, so I'm going to select something yellowish for the interior color. And I like a black outline, so I'm just going to go here and I'm going to click something close to black. And I don't like the size. The size is a little too large for my tastes, so I'm going to decrease the size to, let's take it down to 18. Okay, having done that, that's when I can go over and click into the map and drop the point. Now, that's for the point. Let's say you want to add text. You click the text button, type your text. Let's see, crane 1 location. Make sure I spell that properly. Okay. Your font color is black. Your font size, you can leave that at 20. Okay, and you'll come over here and again, click where you want to place the text. I recommend that you don't place it too close because the text does not scale as you zoom out. So you want to make sure there's enough separation between graphics to make sure they don't clump together as you zoom out. And you'll see that here in just a moment. So click. Oh, that's terrible. I can't believe I misspelled that. How do I make a correction there? Well, it's simple. Click the undo button. All right. Let's type location again. There we go. All right, so come back into the map. Click. There we go. Crane 1 location. So let me close the draw palette. And I'm sorry, we'll zoom out. You'll notice I've got some other points here that I had dropped previously. We'll just leave those on the map. I apologize. I should have erased those earlier, but we'll just leave those on the map. So now I want to grab this and make it a graphic so I can submit it for my 7460 as an addendum. I can click the print tool. By default, what you print out will have the title of FAA Form 7460 Addendum. It will print out in 8.5 by 11 landscape format, and it will print out in PDF format. You can use the pull downs here to change some of the options here if you like. You can also select, instead of PDF, you can get it as a GIF or a JPEG. But the default is PDF. You can come in here to advanced. You can play with these settings, but in general, I would say you can just take the defaults. When you click print, it doesn't actually send the results to a printer. What it does is it creates a PDF that you can then send to the printer. All right. When the process is done, your completed map is added to the list here in the print window. You can click on it, open it up. And that's what you have. You can simply save this and put it in as an addendum to your 7460. Okay, let's go back to the map, zoom out. So let's say you're done here and you want to get rid of these graphics. You simply open the draw tool again, hit clear, and everything disappears. Unfortunately, the graphics that you draw in the web map don't persist, or they don't stay with the web map between sessions. So let's say you were working on building a graphic to support a 7460 submittal, and you had to close out the window for whatever reason and come back to it another time. It will not save your graphics. You're going to have to redo them all over again. Just a limitation of the technology. That may change over time as the developer improves the product. But for right now, just remember, you've got to do everything in one shot and then send it to print. Okay, that's it. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, once again, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I can take you through the process step by step, help you understand what it is you're dealing with when you select the different map options, and just make it a success for you as you're trying to fill out the 7460. That's it. Thanks, and have a good day.